Good morning, everybody. Ilona Barnhart here, coming to you for day 3, or episode 3 on day 4. Didn't do one yesterday because I just decided to chill. A lot of energy, mental, physical, and emotional went into training for and auditioning for a new yoga format class at Yoga 6. Yoga 6 is a studio that I teach at, and I was approached with this opportunity to take on SCULPT. And SCULPT is basically 15 minutes of yoga, and then in the middle 30 minutes of weight training and it's bookmarked by another 15 minutes of yoga. And it's such an awesome combination for individuals, yogis in particular, who need that or would like that strength training more in their practice. And it's amazing for the boot campers or individuals who really work it and would like to get more of that stretching and a little bit of chilling out into. So it's this beautiful combo, and the yoga parts are, I got that stuff, you know what I mean? I got that shit. But the weight training, it's a whole nother ball game. It's like counting, like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold, and then moving and transitioning, and I naturally have high energy and super inspiring and encouraging. So just taking it to the next level. And you do that, or I did that, by expanding my comfort zone. So trying and learning something new, and then showing up and doing it and feeling all the uncomfortable feelings that were coming with that. And it's just like with anything, it's the more practice, the more comfortable things become, the more easier and things like that. But I haven't been that expanded or pushed to my end as I have in that audition. But I rocked it, and I'll be teaching that class soon at Yoga 6. I'll let you know when and where as those details come to be. But this morning was just so awesome because I had a really chill night last night. Took my time sleeping about I think I got an 8.5 hours sleep. And all the mamas out there, I'm sorry, but I'm totally loving it, and that's just my life right now. So I'm enjoying my sleep very much. It's what keeps this ship going and sailing. So I woke up around 7:30 and was just super chill and did a little bit of breath work and some very short meditation just to get centered and just coming back, filling up my cup. Another thing that I like to incorporate is a little bit of a card reading. So it's a card intuition reading. I've had this card deck for around 6 years now. I got it on one of our trips to California, me and my husband's one of our road trips here to California from Chicago, and been kind of studying that for a while. I haven't done any intuitive card readings for individuals yet, even though that's something I think that is definitely in the cards. Get the pun? All right. Anyway, so stay with me for episode 3 as I dive into an inspirational card reading this morning. Alright, so sometimes in the morning I will wake up and unravel my little purple thing that holds my cards. These cards are the Osho Zen deck card. It was actually a deck of cards that I was introduced to on one of our trips to California. We were visiting serendipity, man. It's just the way that it worked out that trip. I connected with a friend that I met in Chicago at a West African my drum teacher's house. He has a potluck, and Micah Taylor, that's his name. He does amazing drum classes in Chicago, and so if you're into that kind of thing. But they knew each other, so I connected to her on his potluck. We were traveling the West Coast, so my husband and I, we road tripped from Chicago. I believe that time we took the north route and then traveled down and through San Francisco, met her up in South Lake Tahoe. That's where she was living with her 5 children. She's the one that also introduced me to unschooling, which I've just been so intrigued by ever since then, and been incorporating this unschooling kind of methodology or thinking into my day-to-day, and hope to potentially pass that on as well. But she had a deck of Osho cards, and she did a reading for both me and my husband separately. which is really, really cool. But I fell in love with these because these are not like any other tarot cards. And the way they're not is because they have, it's not so much looking into the future as much as looking into getting insight from the here and now, because this is where the power is, being able to see patterns, get insight into whatever's happening, and begin to make conscious decisions. So conscious decisions in whether you want to repeat the pattern that you're doing for whatever reason, or to potentially try something different or move in a completely different way and start a new pattern. So anyway, oftentimes I like to shuffle these around. Yeah. And sometimes I think of something in particular, a certain situation or person that I want to get a little bit more insight into. Other times I allow my mind just to go, not blank, because it doesn't actually really ever go blank, right? But just kind of sit still, and if something pops up, maybe I will do a reading on that, or I'll just pull a card and see what it has to say for me. All right, so I feel like I shuffled it enough. And there's different ways of picking a card. You could pick the top card, bottom card. You could flip this open and pick that one. What I like to do is to actually fan the cards out and just randomly swish them around. Yeah, let's see which one it will be. Oh, that rhymes. All right. Ooh, innocence. So then from here, what I like to do is just to really take in the whole entire card. So innocence, like the word kind of gives you an idea sometimes, and then from here, if you could see an older gentleman surrounded in this like pink blossom tree. You could tell that he's smiling and happy. and almost looks like he's actually talking to this praying mantis that's on his finger, which, as much as I love insects, like they do freak me out being on my fingers, but to me this is just super serene, and the word innocence to me connotes this idea of connecting with the simple, pure pleasures that are all around us in the day-to-day, which is really cool because for me this is very timely, as I've been constantly making an effort to do one thing at a time. So then sometimes like that's enough, but if I want to go deeper, I definitely use the handy dandy book that could give me more insight into what this card, what did Osho have in mind when him and what's her name, the woman that did this book with. So they both combined, the imagery was very intentional as well as what the meaning behind it was. But I like to do my own intuitive reading of whatever is happening here on the card, and then also go into a little bit more of a deeper commentary with the book. So here it goes. The old man in his card radiates a childlike delight in the world. Oh, childlike! Yes, right? Peter Pan. Let's all be Peter Pans with a little bit of responsibility. You're trying to figure that out. Anyway, okay. There is a sense of grace surrounding him, as if he is at home with himself and with what life has brought. Oh, yes. He seems to be having a playful communication with the prying mantis on his finger. I told you it was playful and fun, as if the two of them are the greatest friends. I love this so much, you guys. The pink flowers cascading around him represent a time of letting go, relaxation, and sweetness. I just did that last night. See how? So good. They're a response to his presence, a reflection of his own qualities. The innocence that comes from a deep experience of life is childlike, but not childish. That's the difference between a Peter Pan, right, who's super childlike, but ish too, like no responsibility, but then also being an adult in this world, but experiencing life as an adult in a childlike manner. Nuggets of wisdom for you there. Can't make this shit up. All right. The innocence of children is beautiful, but ignorant. It will be replaced by mistrust and doubt as the child grows and learns that the world can be a dangerous and threatening place, for sure. But the innocence of a life lived fully as a quality of wisdom and acceptance of the ever-changing world of life. Ooh, this is really good. But the innocence of life lived fully as a quality of wisdom and acceptance of the ever-changing world of life. Damn! It keeps going. Zen says that if you drop knowledge, and within knowledge everything is included, your name, your identity, everything, because that has been given to you by others. If you drop all that has been given by others, you will have a totally different quality to your being. Innocence. This will be a crucifixion of the persona, the personality, and there will be a there will be a resurrection of your innocence. You will become a child again, reborn. So good. So good. Because as a human being, I am something other than this body, the thoughts, my likes or dislikes. Very deep. This is fascinating. So cool. Ooh, maybe some more thoughts on it later as well. Leave me some comments. Tell me how you like it. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want some more of this or me. All right, guys. Well, have a great rest of your day. Mwah.